Ever wondered why some players zip across planets like they're in a speedrun while you're huffing and puffing just to get to the next hill? Stick around because I've got some tricks that'll speed you up and we'll work our way up as we go. GoodGuysFree here, so let's get started. Okay, so mobility in NoMansSky isn't just about holding down sprint. It's about smart upgrades, little techniques, and even some food hacks. I use these on my own saves and yeah, they've saved me hours exploring those massive worlds. If you've got your own tips, share them in the comments. I love hearing what works for you. A quick thank you to my channel members. First off, let's talk basics. Upgrades. Head to space stations and grab movement system upgrades for your exosuit. These boost your sprint speed, stamina duration, and even jetpack power. Remember to install them together for adjacency bonuses. Aim for S-Class if you can afford it. When you find another module, install and compare to maximize the benefits. Consider using supercharged slots. But upgrades alone make you sprint longer, a little bit faster, not a lot faster. And if you're doing it wrong, you're not making the most of it. Watch the stamina bar, sprint until it's almost empty, then let go just before it hits zero. If it hits zero, it turns red and recharges much more slowly. Stopping just shy of the end of your stamina avoids the full cooldown penalty, letting you recharge faster, saving you a lot of time. Now, if your stamina bar appears red, meaning you're probably facing a steep incline, try zigzagging up the slope. When you turn to the side, the slope you're facing is more mild, letting you climb it. It can work going down too, but of course it won't help if the terrain is too jagged. Also, sometimes it doesn't work because the hill is just too steep. Another thing you might have missed is a simple one for very steep terrain. Hug the surface while jetpacking. Walk up against it, wall or cliff, hold forward and start your jetpack. Your jetpack will let you climb without using up fuel. Doesn't work everywhere, but in the more extreme slopes and cliffs, works like a charm. For extra jetpack pushes, keep an eye out for deuterium-rich plants, those glowing blue ones on planets. Interact with them and they give a short-term boost to your jetpack power. While the surge lasts, you can use your jetpack and it doesn't decrease your jetpack gauge. They're random spawns, but they exist almost everywhere and they increase your jetpack distance nicely. Speaking of jetpack power, did you know that you can install a nutrient ingester in your suit and place food items in it to receive all kinds of buffs? Of course, you need a nutrient processor to cook those food items and you need the source materials and the recipe. You can deploy a nutrient processor, blueprint from the anomaly, like the suit's nutrient ingester. Cook up recipes and then put the food in your exosuit's auto-ingester for ongoing buffs. My recommendation, perpetual ice cream. It gives you 320% more jetpack capacity for 10 minutes per unit. Huge boost. There is one thing that gives an even higher boost, perpetual cake, but making perpetual cake is much harder. To make 1 unit of perpetual ice cream, you will need hexaberries, sweet root or cactus nectar or grawberry, wild milk or fresh milk, creature eggs or tall eggs or giant eggs, and frost crystals or frozen tubers. And you will need to go through several cooking stages. See this video on your screen on how to make the ice cream. For other buffs like sprint boosts or hazard protection, come to my Discord server and use the /buff command. We have all possible buffs searchable. What recipes have you tried cooking? What if I told you that melee isn't just for fighting? The melee jump trick is handy for ground speed. Sprint forward, hit melee to lunge, then immediately tap jetpack. It pushes you ahead faster than plain running. You can chain it. Melee, jetpack boost, land, repeat. But with extra jetpack tanks from upgrades, be careful not to go too high or you risk fall damage when coming down. Suggest leaving a little fuel spare to cushion that landing just before you hit the ground. There used to be a super jetpack jump method which I tried again recently and it looks like it doesn't work. Either they patched it or I don't know how to make it work. It involved using the melee control while you're flying your jetpack, but that doesn't seem to work anymore. I will link to a JSON video about this from several years ago if you want to try it out, and if you make it, leave a comment, teach us how to do it. If you found this useful, try out this video on your screen. Maybe hit like and consider subscribing. Join my Discord for more information and assistance. GoodGuysFree here, and I'll see you again soon.